What's up, Trophy Hunter? Today I show you some games where you can use some cheat codes to reduce the platinum difficulty drastically. So after watching this video you can call yourself
Hackerman.
So the first game is Subnautica, which is a survivor adventure game set in an open world environment and played from a first person perspective. The main objective in the game is to explore the ocean. It's not really a hard platinum, but a time consuming one. Fortunately, there's an in-game dev console which allows you to get all the trophies and achievements in under 3 hours. If you try to get all the trophies and achievements with the dev console, I highly recommend using a guide because there are some commands that disable the trophies and achievements. Final Fantasy VII, the re-release of the 1997 Squaresoft classic for the PlayStation 1. This version is based off the Steam re-release of the game and has many of the changes from the original PlayStation 1. And they also add a God mode, a turbo mode and a no encounter mode. You can activate and deactivate these 3 modes anytime in the game. For example, to activate the turbo mode, simply press the L3 button. That speeds up the game by 300%. Activating all 3 modes makes the game a piece of cake. I think this game is a well-known one because the game was free a few months ago for PlayStation Plus members. Conan Exiles, which is a survivor game, the game is set in the world of Conan the Barbarian. The platinum difficulty is hard, the time to platinum is insanely long, but fortunately, there is an in-game admin panel which allows you to get all the trophies except one in under 1 hour. I highly recommend using a guide when you try to use the admin panel to get all the trophies. Otherwise it can be a little bit confusing. I have a full platinum walkthrough using the admin panel on my channel, so check it out. Be aware there's one online trophy where you need a second player. Destroy All Humans is an action-adventure game originally published for PlayStation 2 and Xbox and is now available on PS4. And like most of the older PlayStation 2 and Xbox games, there are a lot of cheat codes available. Using these cheat codes will allow you to get through the game easily. For example, there is a cheat code for a God mode or unlimited ammo and many more. The next game on my list is Ark Survivor Evolved, which is a sandbox survivor game. It's a long way to get all the trophies and achievements legit on this game. So why not using the advantage of another admin panel? To open the admin panel you have to hold down the triangle, the square, the L1 and the R1 button, all at the same time. Now you can enter some commands with the keyboard or a controller. If you're going for the platinum using the admin panel, I highly recommend using a keyboard. This is a lot more comfortable. The Devil May Cry series is one of the hardest action-adventure hack-and-slash games out there. Except Devil May Cry 2. There are 3 cheat codes you can use. There's a mission select, you can unlock Trish from the beginning, and there's also a cheat for Infinite Devil Trigger. With the Infinite Devil Trigger, the game becomes a walk in the park. The cheat also works on the PlayStation 3 version. So it was never easier to become a demon hunter as in Devil May Cry 2. The world's greatest action hero Duke Nukem is back in Duke Nukem 3D 20th Anniversary World Tour. The trophy list is almost similar to the Duke Nukem 3D Megaton Edition. The only difference are that Duke Nukem 3D 20th Anniversary World Tour has a platinum and no multiplayer trophies. And of course the game also has an in-game cheat menu. To open the cheat menu, input down, square, R3 and the right button. A list of all the in-game cheats will appear and you can select one of the cheats to enable it. You can choose from God mode or weapons or keys or a lever select and many more. Even without the cheats the game isn't hard at all, but if you really want to save some time and want a fast platinum, use the cheats and enjoy your new shiny platinum. IN-VERT is a 2D platformer puzzle game. The game tasks you with getting your little robot through stages filled with various traps by inverting the polarities. The game is quite challenging, but fortunately there are also some cheat codes which let skip you some levels. But unfortunately you can't skip the boss fights, so you have to beat 3 bosses to finally obtain the platinum. The boss fights, especially the third boss, can take a few tries. So a small amount of skill is still required to get the platinum in this game. 3 another well-known games where you can use a debug mode to get all the trophies is the Jak and Daxter series. The debug mode is available in the Precursor Legacy, Jak 2 and Jak 3. The debug mode do not work on Jak X Combat Racing. With the debug mode you can get the platinum in the Precursor Legacy in about 3 hours. In Jak 2 you only need 5 minutes to get the platinum, and in Jak 3 it's possible to get the platinum in about 2 to 3 hours. The debug mode also works on PlayStation 3 and Vita. On PlayStation 3 it's a little bit different than the PS4 version, and on Vita you can't get all the trophies with the debug mode. If you want to know how it works on PlayStation 4, I have several videos about the games, so check out my channel for more information. The next game is not so family friendly. Manhunt is a stealth based survival horror game. The PS2 version of Manhunt was banned in New Zealand, Germany and Australia in 2003, but unfortunately the 2016 PS4 release as well. So if you live in one of these countries it's not possible to download the game on your PlayStation 4. But if you really prefer to play the game, just create another PSN account in a country where the game is legal. There are a lot of cheat codes available for this game, but for sub cheats you need to complete a special task. So for an example, if you want to use the God mode, you have to finish the game on fetish mode. So even with cheats the game takes some skill and time. The next game is Oliver's Adventure in the Fairyland. It's a 2D retro style platforming game. There's one cheat code which allows you to activate a God mode, and you can give yourself all the in-game items. Giving yourself all the in-game items does not unlock any trophies. So only the God mode cheat comes in handy if you play the game. The God mode makes you invincible, so you can rush through the game without worrying about the enemies and traps. The next game on my list is PixArk. It's another survival video game. The game is a cooperation with Ark Survivor Evolved developer. So it's not a big surprise that this game also had an in-game admin panel, which allows you to get all the trophies and achievements in under 30 minutes. So the next game on my list is Pixel Devil and the Broken Cartridge. There is a cheat code which makes you invincible. On release the cheat only worked on the Xbox One version of the game, but now it's also possible to use the cheat code on PlayStation 4. But be careful, it's a different code than on the Xbox One version. A few people reported that the cheat code doesn't work, but I personally can confirm the cheat code works very well. I'm not sure, but maybe other people have the wrong timing to enter the code, or maybe another version of the game. Spyro the Trilogy, which is a collection of remastered of the first 3 games in the Spyro series. Spyro the Dragon, Ripto's Rage and the Year of the Dragon. On all 3 games it's possible to use some cheat codes. Most of the cheats are only for cosmetic, so it's possible to play with the original retro Spyro or with small wings or a small head. The most useful cheat is definitely the 99 lives cheat code. So the next game on my list is the Bards Tale, which is an action role-playing game. The game is available on PlayStation 4 and Vita. The game is cross-buy and cross-save, but the game has no separate trophy list. You can play the game straight, which will take you about 18 to 20 hours for the platinum, or you can activate several cheats in-game to make things much easier. Some examples are the God mode, the level select, you can get extra silver, and a few other which will help you a lot to get through the game easily. The next game is one of my favorite horror games, The Evil Within 2. On release it was not possible to use some cheats, and I proudly can say I completed this game legit, which is not really a easy platinum. Later they added a new difficulty and also some cheats. But the cheats are only available if you sign up for a Bethesda.net account. So to anyone that signs up for an account or links to an existing one will get the Akuma difficulty level as well as access to cheats such as invincible, one-shot kills and infinite stamina. If you want 60 trophies in 5 minutes, check out the game Tower of Dragonasia. For now the game is only available in the American PlayStation Store. I have no idea how long or how hard it is to get all the trophies legit. All I know is the game has an in-game debug mode which allows you to get all the trophies in just 5 minutes. And last but not least on my list is Vampyr, which is an action role-playing video game. There is an infinite experience points cheat. To activate the cheat, you need to plug in an external keyboard to your PlayStation 4 and rest in a bed. This will bring up your skill upgrades. Now select an upgrade and then hold down the O and the P button on the keyboard. Unfortunately, this was patched with the update 1.04, but it's still possible to use the cheat if you buy the retail version of the game. Just simply do not update the game. So guys, that was my list of games where you can use cheats to get a shiny platinum. If you have any questions or possibly know some other games where you can use cheats, let me know it in the comment section below.